know. We know that something has been coming. We know that something has been happening. And we've tried to warn people in the way that seemed best for us to warn people about whatever it was, trying to wake people up about what was occurring, what is occurring, what will continue to occur. You cannot wake everybody up. And you're realizing it now. You are realizing it now. They don't want to hear it. They do not want to hear what you've got to say. And it doesn't matter what it is. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. You can't wake everybody up. And it's not worth your energy at this point. It is not worth your energy stressing out. It's not worth wasting your breath. I'm telling you, no matter what it is, when you're trying to wake people up, when you're trying to get their attention, when you're trying to get them to think a different way, when you're trying to open their eyes, when you're trying to get them to look at something with different lenses. No, it's a narrow-minded view. It's narrow-minded. It's they don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to think about it. They don't even want you around because within their mind, it's what you're saying is rubbing their spirit the wrong way. It's a spiritual thing also. You cannot wake everybody up. You cannot. Good morning. Good morning. You can't do it. You can't do it. There's a lot of people now realizing it, and then you just stop. You just stop. You've said whatever you had to say in the time frame, because let's think about this. We have been given a time frame. Everyone on this earth, we've got a time frame. Time is, unfortunately, time is attached to our human bodies here on earth. It's attached to it. This body has an exemption date, this body has an extinction date, an expiration date while on this earth. This physical body has with it attached an expiration date. You are only allotted a certain amount of time to do what it is that you need to do while in this body on earth. We are a spirit in this body. You are a soul within this body. You have a mission on earth. You have a life mission, whether you realize it or not. And you've been doing it. You've been answering the calling on the inside of your being, trying to wake up as many people as possible in whatever manner it is that you're waking them up on, trying to. Some people listen and some people don't. You can't convince everybody to do things different because they're not going to want to. It rubs their spirit the wrong way. I'm just going to tell you, it rubs their spirit the wrong way. They don't have ears to hear. They don't have eyes to see. They don't. And their frequency does not match your frequency. You cannot wake everybody up. There comes a time when you realize it. No. It's like when you go into a house, then you have to turn right back around, and then you wipe the dust off your feet and you keep going. You keep going. That's what it's like while on this earth. You can reach as many people as you feel within your spirit that you need to reach. Okay, you can. You can't force somebody to believe the way that you believe, no matter what it is. If they don't want to believe it, they're not going to. I mean, you can put the information out there. You can. It's like a smorgasbord on this earth. The truth is out there, but it's thrown in with this smorgasbord of other things. You can't, listen, you cannot wake everybody up. Time is running out. We are at the end of the time of warning. The warning time is running out. And I know it's hard when you try to get the information out there, you try to wake people up to what's going on in the world, what is happening. And you know what? I'm telling you something about our pets. There's entire groups dedicated to extending, keeping our pets healthy, extending their lives. It seems like the same thing is falling upon them too. Falling upon them too. Cats are very spiritual, extremely spiritual, and it would make sense that some malevolent force out there does not want cats around. There's a malevolent force out there that doesn't want us to have pets. They don't. They're going after them too. Just imagine, how can a pet be considered a threat to this malevolent force? Because it's connected with us. They're connected with us. They're connected with our frequency. They're a part of us. That's how. That's how. No, you can't wake everybody up. You cannot. When I was thinking about our pets, when I was saying that, what was coming in my mind was the picture of the Anunnaki. Like the Anunnaki or the Sumerian tablets, I was picturing like some of the drawings, paintings, whatever they are. Is there like, was there like a tiger or something like a lion or a cat? You got the Sphinx too. You got that, but there's that. And then in the Egyptian art, there's like cats. There's cats. So they are symbolic. They are connected to the spiritual realm. You cannot wake everybody up. If you're just tuning in, don't even waste your breath anymore, because you know when you know when it's time to just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut. Let people think whatever they want, because those type of people, they're telling you that you are the one. You are the one who doesn't know what's going on, and you believe everything that you read, even though you've got scientific data, even though there's all kinds of data behind you. And I'm talking scientific. But there are people, they don't even want to believe that. It's like they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. They are brainwashed. And they think you're brainwashed. They do. They flip the tables around on you. You cannot wake everybody up no matter what it is. You've done your best. You've done your best. Thank you for doing your best. And you know it's time to now let it be. Let it be. Continue on your journey. Continue what you're doing. And maybe when things start really getting into those people who do not want to wake up, when things start literally right there, maybe they'll wake up. Maybe they'll be reminded of what was said of them. Some will be reminded of what was said to them. Some will not. Some will not. And you know what? It reminds me of this book. Reminds me of the Revelation. Reminds me of the prophecy that was in the book of Revelation. Painful sores broke out on those who took the mark, but they still, I might be confusing two scriptures. Whatever was happening in this prophecy, they still would not repent of their ways. They still not would turn from doing the things that they were doing. Instead, they cursed God. They cursed God. They cursed him. They cursed this almighty power out there because of the things that were happening to them, because they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen, so they suffered. They suffered. They wouldn't turn from their ways. My nose is itching. They would not turn from their ways in this prophetic book. They would not. Even though all those things were happening. And then also, you have also people who gather around them. They gather around the people who tell them what their itchy ears want to hear. They listen to what they want. And that's both ways. We listen to what we want, and they listen to what they want. They don't have your mindset, and you don't got their mindset. There's two different mindsets on this earth. There's one of that of the dark, and there's one of that of the light. There's two different mindsets, and there's two different duality. There's duality: the light and the dark, the right and the wrong, the black and the white. The ecclesiastics: a time for war, a time for peace, a time to laugh, a time to cry, a time to love, a time to hate. It's a world of duality. It is. You cannot wake everybody up. You're going to waste your breath, and do not get yourself upset. It's not worth it. You need all the energy that you have on the inside of your being right now. You need it. You need to save it. You're going to need it. You need to grow spiritually. I need to grow spiritually. We've got to grow a lot more spiritually. And when I say spiritually, you're going to have to be doing a lot of maturing on the inside. Me too. Spiritually, we got to get close to the Almighty. We got to stay grounded in the love that's on the inside of it, because it's our light. It's our light on the inside. We got to stay grounded. You want that wisdom. You want that knowledge. You want to get all the knowledge you can get, and it comes through wisdom. It comes through God. It comes through love. It comes through Jesus. It comes through the Almighty. It does. You can't wake everybody up, and you've did your best. You have, and some people may not like how you approach them when you have something you want to share. They may not like the way you approach them, and then somebody may come along and say what you wanted to say to them, and they accept the way that person says it because it's acceptable within that frequency. Now, that is the other flip side. There's things that I could try to wake people up with, say to people, and they're not going to listen to it because they don't like how I deliver it. They don't like my frequency, but let another frequency say the same thing, and they'll be in tune with that frequency, and they'll listen to that frequency. You notice that too. It's all frequency based. And it's really strange because we're not all alike. We all have different ways of approaching people. There's different styles. There is. And if you can't reach somebody, perhaps someone else will be able to reach them. And when I say perhaps, it's more than likely. If they're meant to wake up, more than likely somebody else will be able to wake them up if they're meant. So there is hope. There's hope, but when you know you can't do it no more, just stop with it, and just continue preparing, doing, and whatever it is. You can't wake everybody up. You can't. We've come too far. This body that we're in, it has an expiration date. It does, and it's how it is. It is. I mean, the light inside of you, it doesn't have an expiration date. It doesn't. It goes on. Your spirit, your soul. Yeah. But it's this vessel, this earthly vessel. We're just using it just for a little bit. And it truly is a little bit if you think about it. Something's happening to the humans' bodies. Something's happening to the animals' bodies. Some would say, well, humans are animals, they're mammals and whatever. It's fine, fine. It's an extinction level event that is that's occurring. It's an extinction level event, whether you want to hear that phrase or not. And I know that's associated with the dinosaurs. It's associated with the destroyer that's coming in. There is a destroyer. But life on Earth, a lot of the life on Earth is facing an extinction level event. And this can tie in with yesterday. It just now popped into my mind. Yesterday, the video, something's way off. It's an extinction level event that is occurring, and that will continue to occur. And at one point, it will literally go poof, just like that. And it may not be in the way that you think it will be. It may not be like a big solar flash. We're all like the dinosaurs and stuff. It may take on a totally different a totally different face like totally different than just like being vaporized. No, there'll be some aspect of you still here, but it's an extinction level event to the for life on Earth. Spiritually and kind of physically, it's the end of it's the end of a way of living. It's the end. It's the end. It's the end. An extinction level event in many ways. In many ways. It's, yeah. Is there hope? There's always hope. There's always hope. That hope is on the inside of you. I read a comment, Gina. You need to, what did I need to do? Someone said I needed to do something because I'm allowing the darkness to get into my mind and do something. I need to repent or something because of what I can feel and what I can sense, that's out there in the spiritual realm. No, you're way off. People are given gifts, people are given insights into the future. A lot of people are. Does it mean that we're listening to the dark? No. It's awareness. It's being made known. What's being done in the dark is being brought out into the open, is what's happening. It's being brought out into the open, right out into the light, so that people can see. Just because people can tap into what's happening, just because people, it's like prophecy. Would you say that of the prophecies that are out there? Even though some of the prophecies, they're not pleasant, but you can't call them that they came from the dark. No, you can't. These prophecies are telling us what is happening, what is going to happen in the future. And it's warning. It's a warning sign. It's a warning sign. So no, if I feel led within my spirit to say something, if I am sensing it and I'm feeling it, I'm going to open my mouth right then and there and I'm going to say it. And you may not like it, but I can't help it. I can't help what you don't want to hear. It's like you can say what you want to say. You can try to raise awareness, but some people don't have the ears to hear. They don't want to hear it. They can't handle it. They can't handle it, really. A lot of people can't handle it. There is an extinction level event coming. There is. And I do not believe that it's going to be exactly like the time of the dinosaurs. No. This is a different type of an extinction level event that is playing out in different ways, on different levels. It's like you don't know when your time's up. You don't know when your time on earth is up. You're on this earth for a reason, and you don't know when your time on earth is up. So you better do whatever it is you're supposed to do within your human body. Do what you're supposed to do, because you don't know when your time is going to come. You don't. But when your time does come, you want to feel within your spirit, I did what I was supposed to do. You don't want to have no regrets like, man, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't. You don't want to. You don't want to be like that. You don't. So you cannot wake everybody up. And that's the point that we're at. A lot of people are realizing. I've tried to tell people what's going on. I tried to warn them. They won't listen. I tried to tell them they need to prepare. I tried to tell them, don't do this. You don't want to be doing that because this is going to happen. I know you did. I know you did. A lot of people know you did. We all know that we tried to warn people, and we're continuing to warn. And you're realizing there's some people that still don't get it. They still don't get it. Then just don't cast your pearls. Don't cast your pearls before them. Don't. It's like your words. Don't. Save them for someone who will listen. Save your time for someone who will listen to you. Save your breath for someone who needs that breath of life, that needs to hear what you have to say, because they'll receive it. Maybe it just hasn't been the time. I am going to go, you all. You can't wake everybody up. Excuse me. You can't. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who has joined. And please give this video a thumbs up. I know I've got to go more inward. I've got to. I know I have to. I've got more growing to do spiritually. We've got to get as close to God. We've got to get as close and grounded in love as possible. That light within us, we do. It's literally inside of us. So I get this, the portal inside of us, right there in our heart space, spiritually speaking. So I'm going to go, and with that being said, thank you, moderators. If we've got a moderator on here, Apple Brooks Honey. If there's any other moderator, thank you. And thank you all for your comments. Still occurring. It's still occurring. It's still there. Something still being progressing. I'm going to go. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Love you.